Hello everyone. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk to you about my project. My name is Dr. Danai Tavonga Zhou. I have a PhD from the University of Oslo and am a postdoctoral scholar at the Biomedical Research and Training Institute in Zimbabwe. The title of my postdoctoral research is Strengthening Gut Microbiome Research in Zimbabwe. The motivation for this work was the observation that infants from low-middle income countries, from sub-Saharan Africa, and from Zimbabwe are faced with a triple burden of HIV, malnutrition, and diarrhea. Literature reports that high-income countries add probiotics and prebiotics to formula milk to improve infant health. Prebiotics are various microbes that have been identified and have beneficial effects. These include bifidobacterium, that prime the immune system, bifidobacterium brevi, that is anti-inflammatory properties, bifidobacterium lactis, that improves bone density. They also add human milk oligosaccharides that have been identified from the breast milk of mothers, and these have been shown to prime the immune system, modulate immune response. So these prebiotics and probiotics have been informed by research in these high-income countries. In order for us to benefit from these interventions, we need to carry out our own research in Zimbabwe and in surrounding countries to see what the bifidobacterium composition looks like and the human milk oligosaccharide types that we have in our breast milk. This is because geographical factors, HIV exposure, maternal factors have an influence on human milk oligosaccharide composition and therefore on infant gut health and infant health in general. So for this study, I will first of all determine the genomic variability of bifidobacterium in infant stool and then determine the impact of human milk oligosaccharide and HIV status on this bifidobacterium composition for the infants. In terms of work that's been done so far, ethics approvals are in place, specimens have been collected, specimen transfer agreements for transfer of specimens to partners and collaborators outside of Zimbabwe are in place. Further funding has been received from the Africa Research Excellence Fund, and this has enabled me to receive training at the Technical University of Munich in the lab run by Professor Lindsay Hall and at her partners' institutions in the UK, in particular the Quadram Institute. Using those skills that I have received and information that I have received from the UK and from Germany, I am developing my protocol for my next application for a grant. I've also engaged with many potential collaborators who will help me to write my next grant application, and therefore I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to continue with this work and to continue to strengthen infant gut microbiome research in Zimbabwe. I will also be able to write manuscripts from the data that we're generating, which should be generated in the next few months. I'm also in the same project able to support one PhD fellow, Tawona Mluli, who is a PhD student at the University of Zimbabwe, who is joining me in Germany